Welcome back to another MECCH 1000 video. In this video, I wanted to finish up drawing 8-4. I thought I had finished it up in the last video, but then I remembered that we're in chapter 8 here, which means that the expectation is that you also set up paper space for your drawings. So what we need to do is make sure that I used a template that has my title block, my Zane State title block, and so we just need to get this drawing to fit inside our viewport and then update our title block information. So if I double click inside the viewport, it activates it, and I can pan over here. And then it's really important not to just leave this set at an arbitrary scale, but to specify over here, if I set this scale to 1 to 2, is that going to fit? No, it's not. I'm wondering if I rearrange some of the dimensions, if I might be able to get it to fit. Yeah, it looks like I could, well, probably not really. So let's try 1 to 4. So a 1 to 4 scale will definitely fit. The problem is, though, when you scale it by a factor of 4, that dimension text gets so small it's almost unreadable. So when we set the viewport scale to something like 1 to 4, and we update our title block to reflect that, we need to adjust the size of our dimension text. So to do that, I'm going to go back to the Annotate tab and click in the bottom right corner of the Dimensions toolbar. And I'm going to modify this standard text or standard dimension style that I've been using and adjust this to be 4. Now by doing that, all of the dimension text gets 4 times bigger. You'll notice that my multi-leaders are still the same size. We have to adjust those separately. But the other issue we get is when you scale everything up by a factor of 4, sometimes it doesn't look very pretty. It gets overlapped and crowded and not really the way we want it to look. So after scaling up the size of this of these dimensions, we need to spread them back out again. Just highlight them and use these blue squares, they're grips, to stretch everything out so that it is not overlapping. And I'd like to get that 30 degrees inside there, but I don't know. It's going to cause it to overlap this 6-inch diameter. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to live with that. In order to get this 11-inch diameter symbol to fit in between these two views, I need to move them farther apart. So I'm going to use my move command to select all of this stuff and move it over to the left. Just make sure that you do move it horizontally. We don't want to move it up or down. We want to keep these two views aligned with each other. And there we go. And yeah, I guess that 8-inch diameter symbol is okay where it is. So we do need to scale up our multi-leader text as well. So let's do that on the Annotate tab, Leaders, hit the corner, Modify, and we want this scale also set to 4. Okay, and again, we might have to stretch some of this stuff out a bit. I'm going to want to move this back in a little bit closer. And with this, let's let's see, I think I'm going to use this layer to point to these threads up here so I can move that down here. I like that better. When it comes to dimensioning things, sometimes you overlap extension lines, and although that's not desirable, sometimes there's just no avoiding it, but it's never really a good idea to cross over the dimension line. So I think that's a better way of arranging that multi-leader. And then if I go back to my paper space, is this still going to fit? No, it's sticking out the sides. So let's come back here, and I think I might make these this text hit return a couple times to make it more lines that aren't as long. And I think I could probably do the same. Maybe if I just move this over a little bit, that might give me enough space. Let's go back to the layout and see. All right, yeah, that just fits in. Again, you need to make sure that you're using a specific scale, like 1 to 4, not just some random scale. And there we go. All of that text, even at its enlarged size, is going to fit. So I want to come down here and put in my name, or you put in your name. For the name, this is called the nose adapter. Let's update the date. What is today? Today is, I'm making this on 9/27/20, and this is 1 of 1. So for all of your drawings, Chapter 7 going forward, so Chapter 8 included, it's expected that you do set up a paper space layout for all of your drawings. So we've not only done the drawing, we've added all the annotation, we've adjusted the viewport, we've updated the title block. Now this drawing is complete.